I don't skip meals anymore. I drink Soylent. Complete meal in a bottle. Plant protein, essential nutrients. Want $20, 20% off your first case? Go to Soylent.com. Code HERD20. Code HERD20. Good to have you in. Chris Haynes, Chris Broussard, Fred Van Vliet of the Toronto Raptors, Steven Jackson. It is amazing how many of the players all over the Raptors. Raptors are a bunch of small school guys. It's amazing how it works in the NBA. We're seeing all these Weber State and Davidson guys. We've talked about this for years in the NFL, where most of the great quarterbacks in the NFL went to Miami of Ohio, NC State. Sam Darnold's the only USC guy starting, and Bama doesn't have a lot of starters, and Oklahoma's got Baker Mayfield. Most of the guys starting in the NFL at quarterback have a chip on their shoulder a mile long. Cal's got Cal, which is known for its rugby team more than its football team, has Aaron Rodgers and Jared Goff. Okay, it's the same in the NBA. A lot of these guys now, second, third round of the playoffs, are small school guys. They weren't five-star All-Americans. They're grinders. They've worked their butt off, and they've become stars through sheer work ethic and determination. I love it. Well, we were talking about the Houston Rockets being annoying, and I found myself Friday, even though I like Chris Paul, love Daryl Morey, kind of rooting against Houston, their analytics, they're flopping, they're annoying, and rooting for the Warriors because I find their style of basketball more interesting. That's why I love watching the Sixers. And so we thought about 10 things in Best for Last today, the 10 most annoying things in sports, and here we go.
Number 10.
Golfers who take forever to hit the ball. Sergio Garcia. J.B. Holmes. J.B. Holmes, by the way, took 4 minutes and 10 seconds to hit a shot once. Golf's already painfully slow. Now you're making it slow down even more. Pace of play in golf, like baseball. Let's go. I got a life to lead, cha-cha. Speed it up.
Number 9.
Batters who keep stepping out of the box. Nomar Garciaparra. Even though he sits right next to me as a season ticket holder at the LAFC, the human rain delay. I don't get it. 162 games, put the gloves on, step up, let's go. We always blame the pitchers for the slow pace of play. Batters are no day at the beach either.
Number 8.
Excessive flicker, especially manipulation, but excessive flopping is acting. Let that be in Hollywood. That's great. Let that be in Hollywood. I think the MLS has less excessive flopping than other countries. And I don't need my sports to be all machismo, but if I want to watch a movie, I'll watch a movie.
Number 7.
Floyd Mayweather's boxing style. Listen, I like my champs to be a little aggressive. He hasn't had a knockout since 1999. Again, I don't need you to be Marvin Hagler in his prime or Mike Tyson, but it's all defense. And to his credit, he's smart. I memean, he manipulates the end of rounds, but at least Sugar Ray Leonard, who did the same thing, had some flair.
He mastered the sweet science.
And science is boring. I would agree with that.
Number 6.
Something I've never liked, icing NFL kickers. I think it's a drama killer. Now, there is research that says, statistical evidence, that with long field goals, icing the kicker works. But I say this, A, it kills the drama, and B, we're going to have a Super Bowl, massive controversy over this because a coach will go up, a ref won't hear him, it will be missed. I've never been a fan of this. It just looks like a problem, a nightmare, a controversy waiting to happen.
Number 5.
Weak September college football schedules. College football, figure it out. The NFL doesn't start till the week after Labor Day. You've got like a 2-week window to get real momentum. And instead I got Alabama playing, Chattanooga State and Clemson playing Citadel. Not good enough. There should be 8 great games on Labor Day weekend. There should be 8 more great games, but teams in college football, even teams that know they have no chance to play for the national championship, duck opponents to stack a W on their little pocket schedule, and it drives me nuts.
Number 4.
The NBA 2-minute report with officials. All it does is make me more upset if I'm a fan. It's aggravating. Don't tell us your refs are incompetent late in games. First of all, the NBA is the hardest sport to officiate in the world. It's virtually a pass interference call every time down the floor. They mostly do an excellent job. I thought most of these, I thought Friday in Houston was very well officiated. It's very hard. Don't amplify the few mistakes they make.
Number 3.
Players complaining about the media. Here's a listen.
Who are you? Why do I got to talk to you?
We've noticed that you hadn't talked for a while.
Why do you care?
Y'all come here every day, ask me about free agency, ask my teammates, my coaches. You rile up the fans about it. Y'all let us play basketball.
I'm done. You know you don't care about that.
Listen, we're trying to give you more attention. More attention means more publicity. More publicity means more shoe deals. Number 2.
Number 2.
Well, the media is also annoying. I'm sometimes annoying. I don't have anything else to say about that, but there are times that I can be annoying. I still contend Baker Mayfield's got issues, but I can be annoying to Baker Mayfield. So
I, for one, have never been annoying.
I have been annoying almost every segment of my life.
Number 1.
Finally, the Houston Rockets. I found myself Friday rooting for the Warriors. The flopping, the complaining, the obsessive leaked memo to the NBA office, demanding more free throws when they led the NBA in free throws. The flopping stuff. Chris Paul's become a different guy. I mean, come on. The Houston Rockets went into this playoff series believing they were going to win at the free throw line, and the NBA said, no. We're not going to have a series determined at the free throw stripe. We're not going to give you all these regular season calls. By the way, the NFL did the exact same thing at a Super Bowl 2 years ago when they decided, without announcing it to the Patriots or Eagles, all those borderline calls, they're catches, not non-catches. Leagues have a right to gain some territory back in officiating in the most watched series. And this series was more watched than the Western or Eastern Conference Championships will be watched. Yeah, I got news for you. Toronto-Milwaukee is not going to get the number of this series. And the NBA said, this series will not be determined at the free throw line. And I don't care what was called in the regular season. Leagues don't have to announce what they're going to do with officiating. They have a right to change the territory in the playoffs. And I found Houston, threes, nothing else, no mid-range, too repetitive and tired to watch. Good to have you in today. We had Fred Van Vliet on earlier. He's a Raptor. He seemed to like me, despite my annoyance and my it's again, I went to Canada last summer, love the country, but it's like the Cincinnati Bengals. Don't be shocked if you make the playoffs and I say you'll shrink, because you've always shrunk. Kirk Cousins goes in big games and he shrinks, and so I think you shrink.
The Bengals adding Aaron Rodgers and you insisting that they were still the Bengals.
I still, Aaron's had playoff struggles. Certain franchises in this country shrink.
No, I agree.
Toronto,
I just feel like this year is an outlier year. I think if Kawhi leaves, I'm back on that bandwagon with you.
Yeah. It was funny yesterday at the end of that Toronto game. Nobody wanted to shoot except Kawhi.
It was
like,
so strange.
No, you take it. I got no interest in that thing. It's funny. I saw a story about Kyrie. There are reports, and I'm not going to go too far on this because I don't have it validated, but that Kyrie could be possibly visiting an NBA star over the next day. Already, maybe, I'm not going to say who, where, but Kyrie Irving could be.
We're just going to show pictures of an NBA star.
I'm not saying it's that guy. I'm just saying there's reports out there, and I trust all you NBA guys, but trying to figure out what Kyrie likes, forget it. Trying to figure out what KD likes. My money is on Kevin Durant will come back and play for the Warriors. And I'm probably wrong on this. I think it's the best place for him. It's the smartest group of execs and players in the league. I think he's a thoughtful guy. And I think in the moment he'll realize it is a big mistake to leave. But I'm seeing stories on Kyrie. Good luck guessing where that guy lands. Casper revolutionized the mattress industry 5 years ago. In fact, we just got one delivered to our house over the weekend. And now they're doing it again. Their new hybrid collection combines the pressure relief of their award-winning foam and resilient support every night, which I need because sometimes my back acts up. Okay? Lift support, elevated lift support, increased airflow, durable. They deliver the hybrid right to your door for free. Try it for 100 nights risk-free. Don't love it? They'll come, pick it up, full refund, no questions asked. Okay? I love sleeping on my Casper Hybrid. You will too. Just got it in the mail. 100 nights risk-free. Go to Casper.com, use the code HERD. That'll get you $100 toward the purchase of a select mattress. Casper.com, code HERD. Additional fees may apply for Hawaii and Alaska. Offer not valid for the Essential. Limit one code per customer. Cannot be combined with any other offer.